It's that time of year, guys. It's October. It's spooky, freaky, Halloweeny, and we're going to talk about two spooky spiders. I'm talking black widow, brown widow. We're going to tell you a little bit about both of them and how to get rid of them. The most important part of why you watch these videos. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's that time of year again. It's October if that's when you're watching this video, and it's spooky, scary season. What does that come with? It comes with spooky, scary spiders. And we're talking today brown and black widow spiders. I'm going to tell you a little information about these spiders. I'm going to tell you ways to tell them apart. And then I'm going to tell you the most important reason you came to this channel, how to get rid of them, and the products that I recommend. Let's start with that black widow spider.
Are you familiar with black widow spider?
The black widow spider got its name because of like a widow, a female widow that has lost her husband. But how does that black widow spider lose their husband? They eat them. Thank goodness that's not us. And how do they eat them? When they're done getting it on. So these male spiders, whether it be brown or it's black widow spiders, the males, they've got to be cunning. They got to be able to get away. I think they invented the term hit it and quit it.
Yeah, hit it and quit it is not my thing.
Because if they don't, they are going to become what's called sexual cannibalism. Because when they get that feeling, they get cannibalism eating, and that male becomes the treating, and the female's nice and full, and the male is no longer there. He's dead. And that's all I got for you on that one. But they have sexual cannibalism. Can't even talk today. It happens more in captivity, in cages, than it does in the wild, because I'm going to tell you, the male tries to hit it, quit it, and get away. Now, here's a fun fact. The scientific name for the black widow spider is Latrodectrus, and that means deadly biter. Just a little fun fact for you. Let's talk about how those males get away. What they do is they put out a chemical signal, and it basically, they can sniff the web of the female spider. And what are they looking for, guys? They are looking for everything us males are looking for. Well-fed virgins. Okay? That's what they're looking for. Okay, but seriously, guys, that is what they're looking for, because if that female spider is well-fed, she's less likely after mating to eat that male spider. And it's the same thing with the virgin spiders, because they haven't built up that aggressiveness yet. So that's things that the male spider looks like, or looks for, to survive. Now, unless you're an Australian redback spider, these fools get done mating and they freaking somersault right into the jaws of the female spider and just kamikaze and just go for broke. They got theirs, and now they just die. It's a win-win for the female. I guess, I don't know if it's a win-win for the male, but that's how he likes to go out, man. Hard and charge, big and large. Okay, guys, getting back on track. I'm having a hard one with this video because I think I'm finding myself funnier than everybody else is. It is what it is. Okay, let's talk about the size of the spiders. I mentioned it a little bit, but realize that when you're looking for them, this probably doesn't make a whole lot of difference to you. But the males on both species, brown or black, they are significantly smaller than the female spider. Now, ways of telling them apart. The simplest way to tell a black widow from a brown widow is the egg sac. The egg sacs of a brown widow spider, they look like a little, like a mine out in the ocean. They have spikes all over them. So the black widow is going to be like a smooth, silky sac, and that's SACS, sacs. The brown widow is going to be spiked. That's an easy way. So if you see a web and you have eggs, that's a brown with the spiky ones. If it's smooth, that's a black. Does that matter to you? It's more informational than anything else. You just want them gone, out of your house, out from around your house, and we're going to tell you how to do that later in the video. Now, let's talk about the toxicity of them. Okay, the brown widow puts out more toxicity by volume, but the black widow injects more venom into the person that it bites. So the black widow is a little more dangerous if it bites you versus the brown. Now, that being said, you can be bit, and we know people that have been bit by one or the other and nothing happens. They just get a rash, a little discomfort, pain and swelling. Then it can be as extreme as you're off to the hospital. So it just depends on how your body reacts and how much venom your body takes in. Now, I told you that it doesn't matter if they're brown or black. They both eat the males after mating. Now let's get into where do you have those things and where to look. So both spiders are looking for dark areas. They're looking for moist areas. They're looking for just protection areas, that they're out of sight, out of mind. So we took you outside onto a porch today because I want to show you areas to look for them are going to be, let's say you got your railing here. They can be up underneath the railing because that's a perfect hiding spot. It gives them that void. They can be below. They can be underneath your decorative blocks and bricks on your porch. Those are areas where you're going to find the black and brown widow spiders the most. You can get them up in attics though, guys. So it just really depends. They're just looking for that shelter. And just like with anything else, they don't want anything to do with you, just like you don't want them around your house. So they're most likely not most likely, they're not seeking you out to bite you. They're basically because you startled them, you accidentally put your hand on one, and you got bit by one. So that's enough information about the spiders. Probably gave you more than you wanted to know. The brown widow spider also, it will obviously be brown. The legs will be like a lighter brown to a darker brown, and then the abdomen is always brown. It's either a darker brown or a lighter brown, and it usually has some kind of decorative artwork on the abdomen. It's actually kind of cool. So the black widow has that hourglass and the black on them, real silky shiny. The brown, for the most part, is kind of dull, and it has just different, like anything from dots to decorative lines. It just looks like artwork that's on there. Now, let's talk about the most important part, why you came to this channel, and give you the products to wipe these spiders out. My number one product for spiders, and always has been, is Onslaught Fast Cap. This is a concentrated pesticide that comes in a tip and pour bottle. And what I mean by that, it has a measuring cup built onto the bottle. So basically you'll squeeze the amount up to the number that's on the bottle that you're going to put in for your application. And then you're going to mix that in to your water that's in your applicator of choice, whether it's a hand pump sprayer or a backpack sprayer or whatever it may be. So you're going to follow the label. You're going to put the amount that you need for the amount of application equipment, and then you're going to put out a nice spray around, like these baseboard, or not baseboards, these railings of the front porch. You have your stucco over here. You're going to stand back and you're going to put a little spray along there, and this Fast Cap is going to hold up. It's going to hold up for at least 60 days. You may get 90 days out of it. It just depends on what weather is beating down on this and what's washing it away. Guys, another area that these spiders love, and especially brown widows, for some reason, they love plastic furniture. They love those outdoor patio chairs and furniture. So when you spray those, don't just hit the legs of the furniture. Take the cushions off, tilt the chairs up at an angle against the table so you can get underneath that. Once it dries, you can put the cushions back in place. And another important thing is your children's play equipment. So if you have that equipment outside, the swing sets, the little castles, you definitely want to treat those before you let your kids go in there and play and take a chance of them getting bit by one of those spiders. That would be your worst nightmare. Okay, so I've showed you some areas that you want to concentrate on, and what I would do is I would extend that around all of your property just to give yourself that coverage all the way around. Now, Onslaught, fantastic product for those spiders and scorpions. That's exactly what it is labeled for. It kills a plethora of other bugs too, but we also have other products on howtopest.com that will also kill spiders. So that's your concentrate version that I've talked about. Now let's talk about your aerosol can that you just pull out. It's ready to go. You don't have to mix anything up. And it's going to not only flush them out of those areas like underneath that I pointed out, but it's going to kill them on contact. That is going to be your PT 565 plus XLO. I'm not going to get into what all that stands for, guys, but it's an aerosol ready-to-go can, and it will wipe those spiders out. So you got both versions. You got one you can mix up, spray the whole house. You got another one that when you have a problem, see a black widow, you can come out and knock that down. But what should you do before you do all that? you should go over to howtopest.com and you should get yourself a cobweb brush, because you want to go through and you want to knock down all those cobwebs that they have built around your house and then hit them with that spray. And if you don't have a pole, you're going to want that cobweb brush pole too. So those are the products that'll get you spider free. And here's the bonus. They actually kill many other insects out there too. So don't think you're buying something that only kills spiders. You get those products, you're going to be spider free. Guys, we had fun with today's video. I know I laughed and I sound ridiculous. I even tried to sing for you. But if you have any questions that I didn't answer, give us a question down in that comment section. If this video helped you, just put a yes down there. We always appreciate that. Hit that like button, and we appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Go get your house spider free.